Welcome to my channel and the series Journey Towards Freedom. In the next episode of our building NPC, our little slave, I want to talk about a very important topic, that is our imagination and creativity. See, imagination is a necessary step for us, for human beings, to make any changes in themselves, in the world. Without this, without being able to imagine something, we cannot do and perform any actions in the world. Everything that we do, that we create, must come from the mind first. It must appear as a thought. And for this to be present, we need this creative part of our brain. We need our imagination to take place, to start working and be awake. We cannot make it if we let the system put our creative thinking to sleep. Then it's all over. There will be no change for you. You will be just like a mindless robot following any order someone else gives. You will be just an image of someone else's creativity, of someone else's imagination. You will be not in charge of yourself. You will not be in charge of your being, of who you are. If you are not in charge, then someone else is pulling the strings. In this case, the rulers of the world are pulling the strings for you. See, imagination is the key aspect to any change, to any evolution we do as a human beings in this world. Take an example with the Wright brothers, who first created this dream that they will build a machine that will be able to fly on the sky. Just see how ridiculous this was in their times. In their times, everyone around them, probably without any imagination, any kind of creative thought, was telling them, "Nah, you're stupid. It's impossible to create a machine that will fly. Humans who can never fly. It is impossible." And look where we are now. We have countless of airplanes flying each day between places. It's all thanks to Wright brothers, who never gave up, who created an imagination of this machine in their head and then took the necessary steps in order to make it a reality. And that's what they did is nothing new. It's already an old knowledge known in Hermetism, the first principle of Hermetism, and that everything is mental. Everything begins with a thought. Thought is a basis of every creation. Without thought, there will be nothing. There will be no action. There will be no change in the world. So everything starts and begins with a thought. So where does school stand with this? How does school prevent us from awakening our creativity? Look at all these years we spend in school, all these lessons. Each lesson is almost basically the same. They are mindless, you don't have to think at all, and they are boring, they are repetitive. Every lesson is the same. 45 minutes of you writing down into your notes, then 10 minutes of break, again 45 minutes of you writing down another subject, and then you have another small break. And you repeat until you're done. 12 years of public schooling and you're down. Your imagination is cut off. You have no creative thinking. Just look at the children before they go to the first school. They are so interested in everything. Just let them play in the open, in the playground. And a tree and a kind of pole, everything can be used for play. The imagination is endless. They can find a stick. And it can be a gun, it can be a sword, it can be a bow, doesn't really matter. It can be anything they want. And look at the people after 12 years of attempting public schooling. You can see an image of two friends sitting on a bench and they go like this. "Bro, it's so bored. Do you wanna do something?" "Sure thing, my bro. What do you wanna do?" "I don't know." "Me too. I don't know either." They are completely uninterested in anything, in any word, in any creative thought. They are just tired, just from being alive, let's say. And why is that? Well, that is because of the school. How school torpedo our creative thinking, how makes every subject dull, every part of learning and negative dull experience. Just imagine what possibilities do we have when, for example, in the physics class, we can make an experiment, we can experience it in real life. We can see with our own eyes, with our own five senses, experience given phenomenon. Not just write down the formula for this and the definition of some kind of the physics law. That is boring, that is repetitive, that is the same you do in any other subjects. Why do this in such an uncreative way? To make you not use your creativity. To make you forget and to destroy your creative part of the brain. Because without the creative thought, you cannot change and imagine anything. You cannot change yourself. So if you cannot change yourself, for example, you cannot imagine living in a world without any kind of government, without any kind of system. So if you cannot imagine that there is possibility for humans to live following natural law and objective morality, then you will never rebel against the government. You will always be the system follower. You are the one that creates its own chains. You are the one enslaving yourself in this capacity. You are the one. Because system and the government, no matter how much they would love to, there is never enough of them to enslave us all. It's us who are enslaving ourselves. We are doing this to ourselves because we do not have a creative imagined thought that there is a possibility to live in a free world, to live in an anarchy under natural law and objective morality. And if we cannot imagine that this is possible, we cannot take any necessary required actions to make it happen, to convert it into reality. If you cannot imagine this, think of this possibility, then you cannot even start using your analytical brain to break it down into necessary required steps in order to come closer to this freedom. That's why your creative brain is so important. Creative brain, the right side of the brain, is always connected with the feminine energy. Feminine energy is the one that is based on your intuition and creates the will. Your will, your internal will to do and to change something. It can be change something in yourself, to create someone else, maybe a better version of yourself. Or maybe create another environment, another conditions that the humans are in right now. Change those conditions we are right now to bring a better world for future generations. And system don't want that, don't want the independent creative person. People in their society. So they will do anything they can to destroy your creativity. And school is the perfect way to do it. You have the pure mind of the innocent child for 12 years to destroy it, to completely cut it down. You can take a look at the first Matrix movie. And let's focus on the scene when Morpheus and Neo are in the training area and Morpheus tells Neo to jump from one building to another. Just do a jump. And then Morpheus performs it flawlessly, without any thinking that it is impossible. Neo stands there, goes to the edge of the building and is like, I cannot do it. I cannot make that jump. It's impossible for me to jump from one building to another. He then finds his courage to do this, but without activating his creative thinking that it is possible for him to make this jump, he just jumps because he's courageous, but he never makes it.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind. Right. No problem. Free my mind. Free my mind. No problem. Right.
His first attempt is a failure because he already thought it was impossible for him. If it was impossible for him, he would never make it. You will never make anything if you don't imagine it is possible. Well, even that does not matter. That if you imagine something, that means that it will always be possible. No, but if you imagine something, then you can break it down and make necessary steps in order to bring this into reality. Whether or not it will become a reality is dependent. Sometimes on you, sometimes on the environment you are, the other people. That way, freedom is not present in our current world because we have so many people that are lacking creativity and they are creating chains for themselves and for us too. So unless they break their own chains, which they are creating themselves, there will be no way and no movement towards freedom. So that's why it's so important. If you want to change yourself, you first have to create a new image of yourself. Only then you can start making actions to actually change and make this your reality. If you're already a damaged person that was traumatized in school, that your creative thinking and your right brain, right hemisphere is not functioning, you can try some methods to bring balance to your brain. I will briefly talk that one possible example you can take. You can just go and meditate. Meditation is a great tool you can use to bring balance. If your right hemisphere is asleep, to reawaken your right hemisphere, you can just start meditating. Start trying to phase out. Stop thinking about anything and bring balance. It will start balancing your analytical and creative brain. It will take some time. For me, it's a great tool that you can do to achieve this. My creative part of the brain was just asleep, and I had to reawaken it, to change myself, to be who I am today. And I hope you can be who you want to be yourself in the future. Take your steps. Go on your own pace. You can take any other action and use any other tool to assist you in awakening your right hemisphere. But this is crucial and necessary for you if you want to see any change, because we all create this. We all create this world. Whether or not we are doing this consciously or subconsciously, we always follow some kind of the image and the dream of someone. Either it will be following our dreams and our imagination or imagination of someone else. Currently, we are following the worldview and how they imagine by the rulers, by the psychopaths that are ruling us. We can change this. We can always change this. We can always break our own chains. And I hope you can do it too. So, I'm Arek. And you can always see my every material on tridentofreedom.com. And I see you in the next episode. Bye.